On that same note though, what you think that did for your career and just the reception in many even want to say in Sake, just reception in general?
Okay, great question again, because How You Mean was the first song to be, I would say, recognized internationally in the sense of being featured by an accredited publication such as Hot New Hip Hop.
Oh man, that's major, especially in that time.
Come on, man.
It's a different time before.
Yeah, that's a different time. That was where we get like the new mixtapes, the Lil Waynes, the everybody. So for me to wake up and see like an article by the author name was Angus Walker.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Shout out to Angus, man.
Yeah, shout out to Angus wherever you be in the world, if you ever see this, bro. Love, and the way how, you know, just the journalism and how he articulate himself in the piece. I was like, yo, are you reading about myself?
Speak to you different.
I like, this is what this person is hearing from me. And just even like, sometimes it make you look like, you know, like, I never was talked about in the later, be featured in the later, you know? And it's just a stranger from a different walk of life, from a different spectrum. Like, give me that opportunity and that look without knowing me, just off of like what he like to hear. That kind of hit different for me, you feel me? And kind of let me motivate me to just do me, because that person is out there. You just saying, hey,
yeah,
your fans out there in different spaces. You just gotta lift up the rocks and pull them out. You check it out. So that way the marketing come into place. You check.
I feel you, man.
Yeah.
And I always say still, like, you never know what the thing gonna be. They're gonna be the catapult to take you to the next level.
Yeah, correct. And to turn in and saying that question, how you mean, like, I would say like it made me a household name in the scene, you feel me? Like, you know, like with this skunk you get one hit, but can he do it again?
Yeah.
And I top that one there, you feel me?
Without
a doubt. So it was like, yeah, that one was like the stamp of approval. And also at the time, he had some negative connotations towards like the content of the song, because I'm talking about weed and wherever. So you don't know. Me being at the age I was like a teenager. See, people forget that I'm just a kid when I step out, bro. I'm just a kid experimenting. You understand? But I was just doing it well. Yeah. But some felt like I probably maybe was encouraging marijuana usage or whatever. But in that, I always had a foresight. I never used to preach legalization, but decriminalization.
Why the difference?
Because legalization, the local and the small farmers won't make money from it. It's just the institution and the system going to reap most of the benefit from the exportation, etc., etc. And it's just people who, you know, already got the funds, the finances to purchase large land so they could grow in like a larger scale, you know, etc. So you're going to cut out the smaller man. So I feel like, okay, if you decriminalize it and everybody doing the thing and you can't get penalized for it, everybody win. But then when you fully legalize it, which is cool also, but it's just that the small man ain't going to really be making the big dollars from it. Because the institution ain't going to put them in place to reap the benefits.
And the small man going to need the capital and he got to go to the same institution.
He still got to go to the institution and he's still putting him in the same problems again. You got to get a loan, you got this, you got to borrow from them, and you're working hard to pay back and ain't really financial freedom and you ain't really run your shit, bro.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that, man. And it's crazy. But I say all the time, a lot of people got eyes but they ain't got no vision, because you got to be paying attention to see exactly what you just talk about.
Yeah, and I know the day would have come, because anything that's, if you got a stream of income, right, government want to tap into that. They just got a formulator way to polish it up to get to tap into it. It's just the system. It is what it is. You feel me? Man. Whether it's oil, whether it's gold, whether it's bauxite, whether it's aluminum, whether it's uranium, vibranium, I don't care. They're going to tap into it. Demand them going up, boy. What a boy and them Green Lantern planet for everything. You understand?
Yeah.
Kryptonite, they want it.
They want it.
Yeah, so you just understand that well and just walk out. You know, certain things are just bigger than me, but also I going to be myself and voice my opinion, because this time my show, bro. You can't tell me what to say. Just censor me, that's all.
How do you think, like, you being such an introspective person play into your progression?
You see, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So I listen twice as much, and then I feel like I don't say much, so when I speak, people listen, you know, versus somebody who always talking. Oh yeah, he's talking. They really, that's what he do, he talk. So they ain't really taking what you're saying serious, and I never wanted that to be me or my personality. That's not my personality. When I talk, you listen.
Yeah.
When me ain't talking. That's just who I am. So
when you do get it talking, you're saying something.
I'm saying something I mean what I say, and I'm saying what I mean.
I feel that.
You understand? So with the introspection, like it help, with, like I say, personal development, I get to challenge myself more, know my strengths and my weakness, and I get to like attack certain fears and play it out. It's like a safe space because you wouldn't know what my fear be. You understand? Only me know. And I spend time with it, realizing this my fear, and I might say, okay, coming on this podcast might have been one of my fear, not saying it is, but I'm here, I'm facing it, you feel me? So by me spending time with myself, I learn what make me take, what I like to do, what me like to do, my energy, like who I like to be around, who me like to be around. Like I just separate a lot of things. When it's maybe sports time, I got my sports friends. When it's music time, I got my music peers. When it's this, I don't really like to mix up. Like,
so you curate the spaces and you got there based on how you're feeling and what's happening at the time.
What's happening at the time, because I feel like, I keep it's better, healthier relationships that way.
I agree wholeheartedly with that, man.
You don't contaminate the circle. We don't want cross-contamination.
I feel that.
Yeah, cross-pollination.
Yeah. That's understandable because that's when shit they get a little haywire still to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Separation is good sometimes, man.
Yeah, it's good to keep everybody something. Whether it and I just go over by this bridging house. Yeah, we're going on, I want to play 2K. Then I want to play football, I go down by this bridging house. You understand? Cause that's the FIFA, man. Yeah. Okay, he got the fighting game, I'm going by this bridging, cause you only play fighting. And I find that life just simpler that way. Cause you ain't forcing people to change or come out of the bubble to be uncomfortable in another space just what to be buddy, go along, get along. Like, nah, I mean, believe in that.
You just talk about basically creating spaces, right? Who is two of your favorite people to collaborate with? It could be artists, it could be producers, it could, anybody in the space, or you being a musician.
I never really think about who is two. Okay, I like to collaborate with. So let's just look at music. Let's keep this one music. It might be easier for me to answer. In terms of music, I feel like I have natural chemistry. Like me and Zo got good chemistry. I like working with Zo because Zo now does actually bring me back into rapping again.
Yeah.
I like me dancehall vibe and that kind of hybrid flow, that trap hybrid dancehall hip hop kind of vibe. I like that space there. So whenever Zo send a file, I'll be like, okay, I get to rap again. Yeah, check it out. So that would actually bring out to me, and I feel like, me and Rodney got natural chemistry. Like, people every time me and Rodney like probably do a show and they feel like natural.
Yeah.
And if one more honorary mention, I would say Jedos. I feel like that's like the younger version of me in the own unique way when it comes to music. Like when it comes to music, tone, vocal tone, delivery, lyricism, capability. Those three artists is natural chemistry. Oh, and highlight natural chemistry. Cause I could just send a file and get it back like it's nothing. It's natural chemistry when me and chemists work. So I have like a niche again, small group of people who I work with. We are just enjoy, like, cause we've been working for years, so you just come like natural now. You feel me? Like they know, alright, one Stoney send something, it's serious. Yeah, this a man just don't send a track every month or every week or wherever, you feel me? So when this man sends something, it works, I get done.
And I mean, you just mentioned 4 phenomenal artists in their own, because all of them different.
Yeah.
Everybody got a lane and how they operate. But what's crazy is I had my 2 people, which is Zoo and Dose.
Yeah.
And that's just cause like I know them personally. I've been around some of the creative process and seen them and put a thing together. And when you guys do music together, it's very seamless, very effortless. I mean, all the people that you mentioned, that's how it is.
Correct.
But just the 2 that I had in mind.
Yeah, Zoo and Dose. Yeah.
Just because we got that personal relationship, because I know them and I interact with them more frequently. And a follow-up question to that is, would you ever do like a collaboration tape?
Yeah, definite. Because like I said, if we take it back in time, I did a collaboration tape with Abby the Mayor, the new SK.
Yeah, that's true. You did say that.
You understand? So I about, collaborating once it makes sense. I don't like to force anything though. Like you see how me and you hear reasoning, we kind of have to sit and have a conversation and reason. For us to then materialize a collab project. Me feel like I could do a collab tape from email. I mean, it can happen, but it just won't really. The fans wouldn't know, first and foremost. They wouldn't know. But for me personally, Nah, I would want got the conversation and got a kind of relationship with the person, whether it's during the creating process of the project. Yeah, we got at least, chill, bang a drink, reason, because I feel like it resonate in the music more. You hear like the chemistry more versus when, you just send a file here and there. It's like, alright, it sound good, decent, but you ain't really feeling that unison, that synergy on the track. So yeah, I would definitely do a collaboration tape to tie back in and finally answer the question, yes.
I need a more.
Yo, 305, you're pretty careful.
Word around town, I back and road. Man a big stage bully, let's rock and roll. They don't want like just watch and scroll. Man full enough shoes that different soul. So me lock and load. Pussy, me in a back and forth. Silly Willy, even nearly know I am. My life like captions, plenty goat. You go gaga ask me shack. I been the goat. Like Conris, everybody take the boat. RB go and Nevis, take the boat. Who can swim better learn to